Hello and welcome back to the Gaming Tech channel, everybody. We're live on YouTube and Twitch, and here we are with our Forza Horizon 5 series. We're in the 2014 911 Turbo S. This car is bone stock, and let's get this session started. Let's drive around and see what we got on the map. Maybe we'll find something new to complete. This is a nice all-rounder car, you know. Has good acceleration, good top end, good handling, because it's a Porsche. We can always continue this story. How many more do we have left? Just one more? What about these two? Have I done these two? No idea. How come, like, a few of them are missing?
So, what do you have planned, Ellie?
Nada. Well, I did get a hold of a bare VW Beetle chassis, and I have built something from scratch. Papa Fernando would probably think I've gotten a little bit loca.
And you've got a Koenigsegg here too, because
Because we're going to race them, of course. This time I get stuck, and don't hold
Koenigsegg
anything
versus a
back.
Beetle bug? No way. What?
you're on.
How's this gonna work? Wait, we're faster than a Koenigsegg? Damn, bro. This bug is flying. Whoa, it's fast. I didn't expect it to be this fast. And it handles good at the same time. We got wheelie bars in the back, dude. That's crazy. We got wheelie bars and a huge spoiler. What a combination.
I think you set this whole thing up just so you can say Hypervocho.
Maybe I did. If you like, bring your watcher down to the auto show sometime, and I'll show you how to customize it.
Oh no, 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 no! No! We messed up! Can I catch up to that, dude? So this thing can spin out easily, because the wheelbase is not that long. Wheelie bars is not gonna help, because that's only for launching the car. Get back here, Koenigsegg. Oh no. Now I'm just messing up hard. Come on, bro! No! It's game over once you lose traction. Alright, I'm restarting this. That's embarrassing. So, this car is fast, but you gotta be mindful on the turns.
You're on.
Look at the one exhaust tip just vibrating. It looks funny, bro. Just one single huge tip in the middle. $199 on the straightaway there. Wow. Alright. Can't mess up on the turns. Let's brake early, because
What did you think of my...
once we lose traction, it's game over for this car.
I think you set this whole thing up just so you can say Hypervocho.
Maybe I did. If you like, bring your watcher down to the auto show sometime, and I'll show you how to customize it.
Nice.
Well done. Oh, and mi familia has organized a small exhibit of Papa Fernando's things at the outpost. You should take un vistazo.
He sounds like a great guy. I wish I'd known him.
Is that it? We're done with the chapter? What about the events that we never even touched? We got no stars for a few of them. That can't be it. Oh, yep. We're not done with it. There's... Oh, wait, what? It says we're done? But what about the events that we didn't even complete? Weird, right? Alright, anyways. Let's move on to the next one. This is already done. This is also done, so... What have we not completed yet? I mean, there are some danger signs and some speed signs that we haven't completed, but I'm looking for, like, real events. What do we have, man? What do we have here? Oh! Okay. Didn't we, like, try this one last time and they were making us buy a car for this event? I'm not too sure. I don't remember. But I can always give it a go. Alright, this is something that we haven't finished yet. But before I do that, I'm pretty sure I have checked out this championship, but we decided not to do it. And also, this story over here is not complete either. So let's drive down here and check it out. Oh yeah, the four-wheel steering on this thing is nice. You see the back wheels turning on the opposite direction of the front wheels? Super nice. Alright, I'm gonna switch the car. I'm gonna switch it to something that can slide easily. Oh, dude, this car right here is wild. This is a wild, wild car right here. We need something that's not as wild as that car. Something that's more controllable. Alright, we're gonna go with the old 1969 Charger. This is a nice drift build that I got. And of course it's orange. I think this color suits this car the best. Orange, black, I don't know. Can't think of any other color that would look good on this car. Maybe that plum purple. That would also look pretty good. Some Mopar colors, you know. You got nice long wheelbase, lots of power. This car's ready to drift. Bro, I'll look away for 1 second and we crash. That's why when you're driving, always focus on the road. Even in the video game. Alright, I thought this car would be more fun, but it just seems kind of sluggish today. Even though it has like 900 horsepower, 800 torque. Alright, this is another drift build that I got. So this car is 1 year newer. It's the Challenger. And it's a lot lighter than what we got right now. Oh, dude, I put the 707 horsepower. This has a new Hellcat engine in it. Perfect. A stock Hellcat engine. That's why 707 with 650 torque. Wait. That's not the Hellcat engine. So how did I get the horsepower to be 707 exact? I must have modified it really strategically, you know? It's been a while since I modded this car, so let's get started. This feels less sluggish. Even though it has less horsepower, but I think it's lighter. This definitely has some weight reduction done to it. Oh, I did not like that jump. We got the plum purple on this car. Looks great. You know what? I'm just gonna buy one of these. Of course I'll get the cheaper one, because I want to get this championship done. Alright, let's get the cheaper car here. 100k! Wow. It's pretty light. Not a lot of horsepower, but it's pretty light. Seems like a decent rally car. Not gonna be as good as a Porsche here, but Porsche is 500k. And we just want to get this championship done. We can only have this car in one color scheme. Or we can customize it. I'll take the stock color scheme here. Oh, with all the decals and stickers. Looks pretty authentic this way, right? Alright, let's go. Let's get this championship done. Look at all those fog lights, man. They're crazy. It's got a crazy quad fog light setup in the middle of the headlights. That's crazy, bro. And we got quad headlights, 2 on each side. A lot of light in the front, you know? Nice, it's a pretty high revving engine. I thought we were gonna go off-roading, but this is all on-road so far. We got the speedometer to our right-hand side here in the car, like right in the middle of the dash. Weird, right? I've never seen anything like that. So I believe we did check out this championship in our last stream, but we didn't buy one of these cars. And then we started doing something else after. But today, I just wanted to get it out of the way. So here we are. Here's the rally part. I was waiting for this. Hey, stop pushing me around, bro. Don't be a bully. Nice first race. Usually we can never finish first with a stock car, but that wasn't the case this time. We got an easy first place. We just gotta do that 2 more times and this championship is done. Revs all the way to 9,300 RPM, looks like. Yep. It's more than 92 and less than 95, so... my guess is 9,300 RPM, which is kind of high, man. Alright, where's the next event? You know what I would like to do to this car? Make it brake better. The braking needs some work. Let's see if we can do that without putting it in A class. Because we need a B class rally car here. Alright, let's see if we can work on the braking. Oh, dude, right on point. Oh, dude, that's a big upgrade right there. Let's see, So our braking distance from factory, 60 to 0 miles, is 140 feet. I don't think that's great. And we can bring that down to 110 feet. Feet. Yeah. Our 100 to 0 goes down substantially. Like, that's a big difference right there. Alright, this is a pretty worth it upgrade. We're gonna get it. And why doesn't this rally car have rally springs? Alright, we're gonna add that as well. Wait, that's gonna hurt the off-road capability? Rally springs are gonna hurt the off-roading rating? What? Makes no sense. I'm gonna leave that stock, actually. Let's not worry about that. Can we do anything else to the car? Probably not, because we're right at the edge here. 699. You could probably do something to the transmission, but actually no, it's already pretty perfect. Like, I don't want to ruin it. A lighter drive shaft. Why not? We're right at 700 now. Alright, here's the setup. Two things. Done. Better brakes and lighter drive shaft. That's it. And now let's go to our next event. Brakes are much more responsive now. This car actually doesn't feel that slow. It's super light, it's high revving, and it just feels great. It's a fun car to drive. Is it worth 100k? No, not really. Not in my opinion, but if you have the money and you need to get the championship done, just buy it. Oh, look at the brakes now, dude. Car stopping on a dime. How many gears do we have? 5. Okay, it's a 5-speed. Dude, the speedometer in the middle of the car goes up to 300 kilometers. That's like 178 miles or something. That's crazy. With a 5-speed only? With less than 230 horse? Something is not adding up. I mean, it's possible. It's pretty light, but it might take some time to get there. Actually, I was wrong. Not 230 horsepower, 275 horsepower. Okay. Less than 230 torque, 221 here, so. With 275 horse, and the car is only 2145 pounds. Okay. 178 miles or whatever. It's probably possible. 300 kilometers. Probably possible. I'm not saying it's gonna get there. Reach its claim top speed. Well, the claim top speed, we can't check right now, but that's gotta be lower than what's on the speedometer. Here's my guess. This car's probably gonna do 150 tops. 160, maybe. I think we did see 160 last time. When we're checking for the braking distance, I did see 160 there. So, 160 is not 300 kilometers. That's like 260 kilometers, which is still pretty fast for 275 horse. Dude, I can't seem to close the gap. That's a huge gap. We might need to restart the race. This is not going well. I want to wait a little bit more and see how it goes. But it seems like we're not closing anything. It's still the same amount of gap between us and the 7th player. Unless something magical happens here. I don't know. Nope. Nope. We're gonna have to restart, and I might need to look at the tune of the car. Maybe we can tune it somehow. Oh wait, we can adjust the final drive? Even though we didn't change the transmission? That's pretty good. You can't do that with a lot of cars. Especially with the stock transmission, you know? You need to upgrade it to at least Sport to unlock the final drive. But here, we can actually adjust that. I'm gonna make the gears shorter so we have more acceleration. I'm not worried about top speed here. So before our top speed was, let's see, how much was it? We were at 373s or 372s, something like that. Yeah, right at 160 miles, 159 point something. So let's make the gears a little sharper. I am gonna add some air to the tires. I know I shouldn't be adding more air in the tires, but half of this race is on road, so we need a good balance of the PSI here. It can't be too low or too high. And let me adjust the camber, because we can do that on this rally car. We don't have to use a rally suspension just to tune the suspension. We can do that on the stock suspension, which is great. So more camber on the front. That's it. That's it for now. Alright, let's see if this setup works. Wait, did I save that? Yeah, I did. Okay. Our fourth gear before was a little too long, but now I feel like the gear ratio is just on point. Perfect. Before I was having to switch between third and fourth, and now I can just stay in fourth. Perfect, dude. This is what I needed. I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to get stuck at the back of all these cars. Especially the slow players, like last time. We want to be at the front, not at the back. Same thing is happening again. Literally, we're going through the same thing again. Alright, I'm gonna restart, and I think I know what to do here. I'm gonna make the gears even shorter. I'm not really worried about top speed here. I just want more torque down low. Alright, let's see if this helps. We need a good lead in the starting of the race. If that doesn't happen, we'll be at the back until the end. There's no catching up. What? We're getting past? That's not good. Man, give me my 4th position back, bro. Oh no! Okay, good. Bro, no, this is not fair. You can't just keep restarting. Move, bro! Move your freaking car! I'm not finishing 4th. It needs to be in the top 3. That's not good. I'll restart. Oh wait! My overall points is 32. So overall, I finish 4 points behind the first guy. But here's the problem. If I get 2nd position in the next race, that's not going to be enough for me to win 1st overall. So I need to do better this time. 32 points is just not enough. So we're going to restart. Yep. We need to finish in the top 3 at least. Let's see what else I can do here. Make the gear ratios even sharper? Now our top speed's only 140 miles. Does it matter? No, it probably doesn't matter. Alright, I'm actually going to lower the tire pressure. 23 PSI all around. Increase the camber on the front and the rear. And that's it. I'm going to increase the braking force 250. So it takes less force to brake. It will have the same effect by pressing less of the trigger. So, and I'm gonna make the braking, instead of 50-50, I want 60% power going to the front. So it'll have like a slighter nose dive when we brake, which will help us getting into the corner quickly. Hopefully that works out. That's just my plan in the head. But hopefully we can execute that plan in real time here. Let's go. Oh no! What the hell? Oh my god, I was doing so well. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be it, bro. I think the car is pretty dialed in. We got up to third position so quick there. Car's dialed in. I just need to focus. No, this is not working out. Oh, dude, this is not working out. Alright, one more restart. If this doesn't work, we're gonna have to take the car back to the garage and modify it. I need to get a head start in the beginning, or else there's no way. no, 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 no! No, we can't mess up. I'll take the second position. I'll freaking take it, bro. That was good. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Wow. We almost lost it there at the end. Almost freaking lost it. Alright, this is perfect. I have 36 points, and so does our second opponent here. The second place person. So, in the next race, I need to get first position. Or, second might work, as long as this person doesn't finish first again. So, as you can see, me and the second person are competing here. Second and third and the fourth are competing. And rest of them, they're pretty far behind. So yeah, next race is going to be the decider. Nice. Alright, where's the next event? Where are you? Oh wow, it's so far away. 9 miles away, 9.1 to be exact. We'll drive the R8 V10 to our next event here. Oh my god, bro. All right, let's do this. Nope, we gotta restart. And this time, since we have some longer straightaways in this race, I'm gonna tune the gearing differently. I want the gears to be longer. Let's see if this works out in our favor here. What? How am I gonna catch up to those people, bro? We can't finish 4th. Not good enough. Alright, here are some changes that I'm gonna make again. 'Cause we need 1st position, man, you already know. This is the last event of the championship. If you win this one, we win the whole championship. So, with the gearing, I'm gonna put this back to stock. And tires, let's add some air into them. And camber is alright. I feel like the suspension is a little too soft for this race. Let's make it a little stiffer. Little stiffer, not too stiff, you know, just a tiny bit stiffer than factory. And lower the car a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Alright, let's give this a go. What? Okay, that kind of worked out. Move out of my way, bro. Nope, you can't finish 4th. Nope, that did not work out. I thought it would, but it did not. So, what can we do now? I'm running out of options, dude. Like, I think I've messed around with every single setting. Let's make the gears a little sharper. Not too long, not too short. What else? Tire pressure is alright. Everything is alright. I think the camber is a little too much. Let's put it back to, well, close to factory. Not factory, but close to factory. Making the suspension stiffer actually helped a little bit. It was too soft. I'm gonna lower it a little bit, you know, just so we have a little bit better control. I don't want it bouncing around too much. Loose and high is just gonna bounce way too much. I know it's a dirt car and it probably needs it, but at the same time we also need the car to handle good. When the suspension is too loose, you're gonna have trouble putting the power down. Wait, no way! Car is less bouncy and more stable. Dude, can I get the first position? Is that gonna be possible? Oh no. I mean, the second might just do it. We might win the championship even with second position here. Not bad. So as you saw, for each of the races, since the tracks were different, we had to adjust the car accordingly. And that's what most rally drivers do, you know, they have to adjust their car according to what they're racing on. According to the track and the surface, so... Oh no! We're gonna be second position still, overall, so we have to get first position here. I thought second position would be helpful, but no, we need first position here, or else we're not gonna win the championship. Here comes another restart. Yes, I want to restart it. Hell yeah. Alright, dude. Here comes the first place. Hopefully. You're not passing me, bro. I need that first position, bro. Oh, dude, what a race. Finally. Finally. Wow. 56 points. Perfect. And we're done with the championship. What did we win? Let's see. A rally car, of course. But I think that rally car is worth good money. Let me take a look. The Audi Sport Quattro from 1983. It's gotta be like 200k, dude. 175. Wow, that's a pretty close guess right there. More power, more torque. Probably handles better than what we got right now. But yeah. That's it for today. We're gonna continue in the next session. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And I'll catch you pretty soon. Peace.